Too bad you're on the wrong side.
Despite getting bashed by critics, Lara Croft Tomb Raider became the highest-grossing video game adaptation of all time, pulling in a cool $274 million in 2001. Producers were drooling at the prospect of how big the franchise could become. 2 years later, Lara Croft Tomb Raider: The Cradle of Life would hit the big screen in an attempt to be bigger and better than the original. Angelina Jolie proved in the first outing she had what it took to be Lara Croft, but there was still a lot to be desired when it came to the rest of the film. Mainly, a compelling plot, and stronger characters to play alongside Croft. The first Croft outing was enjoyably dumb, and it was the name brand that really brought in the money for the film. Unfortunately, nobody involved in the sequel realized this. Jolie again does a great job as Lady Croft, this time bringing a more serious approach to the role. The sex appeal is toned down, the action increased, and her fake accent not as pronounced. Fighting alongside her is pre-300 Gerard Butler as Terry, a former lover of Croft's who is also a criminal. For the most part, Butler and Jolie have solid chemistry together.
You can break my wrist, but I'm still gonna kiss you.
But for those hoping Chris Berry would get even more screen time, are better off waiting for more seasons of Red Dwarf. As a whole, there isn't really much wrong with this film. There's also nothing here that's particularly good either, which is the bigger problem. Cradle of Life simply doesn't do a whole lot. It feels like the producers simply picked up a script they had on the floor, X'd out the lead character's name, and penciled in Croft's. You don't feel any sort of attachment to the characters. By the end of the film, all of the main characters are in the exact same place when you met them. We were supposed to become attached to Laura and Terry's relationship, but throughout the entire film, it's clear that they're not going anywhere. So when the betrayal actually happens, it lands with a giant thud and sucks the life out of the ending. On the video game side of the franchise, Eidos Interactive was fumbling away its moneymaker, releasing an unfinished and glitch-filled Tomb Raider: The Angel of Darkness before the film's release. Paramount would go on to blame the game for the disappointing box office numbers Cradle of Life would get. Critics were a little nicer the second time around, but Cradle of Life would barely earn back its budget, pulling in $156 million.
Thank you, Lara, for leading us here, and for finding the orb in the first place. However, you have seen the exact position. You could save me hours, days even. Help me, I'll make it worth your while.
No.
Lara Croft Tomb Raider: Cradle of Life is a generic at best film with the unfortunate designation of being a sequel to the box office smash. While Paramount claimed they were willing to go another round, Jolie was smart enough to get out before it would ruin her career. This is must skip nostalgia.
Lara, all right.
This is very touching.
You know us. Always making friends, having a laugh.
Getting married.
This is a wedding ceremony and you are the grooms.
Good luck, boys.
Asante, asante. Asante, asante.